Hello everybody, this is Chad Gaming Dad here on Dad's Games, and today I'm going to be showing you something that I found. It's something really useful if you're collecting games, or if you just have a whole bunch of games in your collection and you just want to be able to access them anytime you want to. You know, looking on your iPhone, there's lots and lots of apps for these things. iPhone, Android, whatever. I have an iPhone, so if you have a Droid, I'm sure there's an app similar to this. May even be made by the same people, but anyway, just wanted to share it with you guys, show you what I found, and it's working really good for me. This is not any kind of brand deal or anything like that. I want to make sure everybody knows. It's just something that I found that I think is useful, and maybe you guys will like it too. So, what we have here, it's called Video Games Manager, Collector, Organizer, and Inventory Database Pro by Runner Apps. I don't know. It's a very long name for something that's, honestly, I don't even know what the official name of it is. Yeah, the icon on your phone, it just says video games. It's like a blue icon. And when you start it up, it says Sort It Apps, S-O-R-T-I-T, Sort It Apps. The thing that's cool about the app is every game you have, you can keep in just one app. I know a lot of other people use multiple apps to keep track of collections. Like they'll have one for the NES, they'll have one for the Super Nintendo, they'll have one for the Atari, whatever. There is a trial version of it, so you can go on iTunes, or go on the App Store, whatever. Maybe, I'm sure there's one on Google. Check it out. You download it and you give it a try just to see how you like it. And you can kind of see how it looks and how it works, things like that. But you do need to pay the upgrade fee for it to be unlocked fully. Yeah, to unlock the full app, it's $5.99, $6, which isn't too bad considering that those other apps that a lot of people use that have, multiple apps, one for each system, can cost, $10, $20, $25 sometimes. They're pretty expensive if you get the whole suite of apps for all the different things you collect for. This one works differently. There's a bunch of different ways to input. So you go to the screen where you see all your games, and then there's a plus up in the corner. Hit the plus, and it's going to ask you, do you want to scan it with the camera? Do you want to do a bulk scan? Or if you have the barcode, you can enter it manually or just search in the database. You just type in the name of the game, and it'll search for you. The camera scan does one barcode scan, and then it stops. You can verify that the information is correct and save it. The bulk scan is the one that I used the most. When I had, stacks of like 20 games, 20 games, 20 games, you just, boop, it's like you're going to the grocery store. You just scan it, scan it, scan it, scan it, and it knows what games they are. Now, you do want to go back in afterwards because it's not entirely 100% perfect or, fail-safe or whatever you want to call it. You do have to go back in and double-check to make sure that everything showed up just how you want it, because sometimes things might be listed under the wrong platform. You might scan a game and it's for PS4, but it pops up under PS3 or something like that. You just have to keep an eye out and make sure that everything is accurate. It also downloads the box art, so you know what the box looks like, and that's really cool. And that also that can be done manually. You just go in and you click on the game that you want, and you can hit edit, and then you go in and you'll see there's a front image, a back image, all the details about the game. You can be as detailed as you want. You can have almost no details other than just the name of the game, or you can go all the way through, put all these different, they have an IGN score in here, when it was released, who's the developer. There's so many things in here. And then the best part about this is after you put everything in your phone, you have the ability to see either everything in your collection, or you can sort it by any of those categories. You can sort it by publisher. You can sort it by system. You can sort it by anything. There's a whole list of things that you can pick from, and any of these things, like title, platform, rating, game summary, genre, all these things you can go ahead and select. So it's really cool if you're trying to narrow down something or just find something that you want. The one thing that some people may not like about this app is it doesn't come with all the games preloaded onto it. You can't just click on, say, NES, and every NES game's there, and you just click the ones that you have. It doesn't work like that. You have to actually, for NES ones, you don't have the you don't have the barcode because you don't have the box most likely. You have to type those in. Those take a little bit longer. You type it in, save it. But once you get them all in there, it's no problem. You really need something like this when you go out on the road, whether you're just going to a game store, or you're going to a flea market, or you're going to a garage sale, anywhere that you pick up games. It's good to have this in your pocket because you never know if you find something that isn't something you play all the time, but maybe it's something that you're looking for, collecting for, you'll know whether you have it or not. There is also a feature in here for wish lists, so if there's a bunch of games that you are specifically looking for, you can write those in there so that you can have those, and you won't have to remember when you're out somewhere like, oh man, what's that one I'm looking for? And just because I'm weird, I mean, it's so cool. You can turn the phone sideways, right? Just you have the phone like this, shows you the games and the apps. You turn it sideways, and it shows you all the games that you have. It's just the artwork, and for somebody like me, I just love that. I'll just sit here and scroll, and just sit there and watch all the games go by. In fact, let's go ahead and watch all my games go by right now. Okay, enough of that. That's crazy. So, anyway, if you guys really are looking for an app that you can collect everything and keep it all in one spot, keeps you real organized, lets you remember what you got, what you need, even the box art, this app for $6 does the trick for me. And if it sounds like something that you would like, I would definitely check it out because so far it's working pretty good for me. Another thing to note is when you input a game, when you actually put a game into this app for it to save, you do have to be connected to the internet in order for it to pull all the data down and download the picture. But once it does that, it saves everything in your phone, and offline mode is unlocked as soon as you buy the purchase for $5.99. It is unlocked. So even the pictures, everything is good to go, even when you're not connected to the internet. The only thing you cannot do when you're not connected is add games to your collection, because it's like a cloud thing, I think. So the last feature I want to talk about on this, the one that I'm really, I don't know, excited for, I guess you could say, is there's a shake to select feature. You can put it on your games. You click on the one where it shows every game that you have, right? Shake your phone, and it will just randomly pick a game out of the entire collection. So like right there, I just shook it, and I got Yar's Revenge. You see that? Yar's Revenge. So if I shake it again, I got a Fire Emblem DS game. See? Not bad. It's kind of not focusing, but you get the gist of it. So, starting with my next review that I do, it's going to be called Shaken Game Reviews. What I'm going to do is at the very beginning of the episode, you're going to see me live on my camera here, shake the phone, figure out what game we're going to play. I don't get to pick my reviews anymore. I've got all my games in here from the oldest ones to the newest ones. They're all in this app. Shake it, and it's going to pick... See, that time I shook it, it picked Mad Max. Not the PS4 Mad Max. The NES Mad Max. Oh my god. I'm glad I didn't pick that one for a review. That one's not too much fun. I'm not going to do a review on it. I've played it a couple times, but hey, if I shake it next time and it picks old Mad Max on the NES, that's what we're going to do. So it's kind of a fun, different way to do reviews where you don't, I don't know. It seems like when you do reviews, you always pick stuff that you feel like playing. I mean, I'm not like a site that does every single game. I don't have time to do every single game. So when I am going to review a game, it's usually one that I feel like playing. So this way, we'll mix it up a little bit. I'll get some games that I really like, and I'll get some games that I kind of like. They're in my collection, but not my favorite, maybe not the best games in the world, but something that I wanted to collect for. So anyway, that's coming up soon. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a look at this. The Video Games Manager, Collector, Organizer, and Inventory Database Pro, whatever they want to call it. Pretty decent app. Pretty good price, and it's very, very useful. And look for it to be the way I select games in my new reviews on Shaken Game Reviews. That episode is coming out pretty soon. In fact, probably going to come out right after I put this up. So, anyway, that's it for today. That's all I got for you right now. So, till next time, remember, you never outgrow video games. I am Chad the Gaming Dad, and this is Dad's Games, and thank you for watching. So long, everybody.